Hi and welcome back to the channel. Ball boys, as always, if you like the content, like, share, comment, subscribe if you are new to the channel. And this is the Premier League preview show, of course, with me, Lemmy. So without further ado, let me get into it. We have Bournemouth versus Liverpool. Now Liverpool are coming off a 7-0 win. Be high on confidence. Bournemouth losing on with the last kick of the game to Arsenal, that may definitely deflated them. So I don't see them getting a result in any way, shape or form, but mpira pia inanga adabu, kwa hivyo pia huwezi jua, but yeah, I think a Liverpool win is in order. I'm going to go 3-0 Liverpool. I don't think Bournemouth are going to be able to handle them. From what I saw in that Manchester United game, Liverpool's attack can be very fluid, and if they carry that, what we saw, into that Bournemouth game, I think they will win it easily. Leicester face Chelsea. Chelsea coming off a win, much needed win. They also won in the Champions League, beating Borussia Dortmund 2-0 at Stamford Bridge, which made sure that they progressed into the quarterfinals. That will give them a lot of confidence, and it will be a huge boost, especially for Graham Potter, because he's been under a lot of pressure. He's been on the verge of being sacked each and every game, but he might turn it around at Chelsea. So Leicester versus Chelsea. Leicester lost to Southampton. I never expected that. Leicester are in a very poor run of form, but yeah, I'm going to go for a Chelsea win. I think they're going to win 1-0 Chelsea. Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest. Tottenham were knocked out of the Champions League by AC Milan with a draw, and they had lost to Wolves in the Premier League in the previous match weekend. Yeah, Tottenham, you never know with them. They're hot and cold. There's rumors that Antonio Conte might not even be there by the end of the season. Reports coming out that some of the players and the staff at Tottenham want Mauricio Pochettino back. Now, I'm not sure if going back to your ex is the best of ideas, but maybe he might just turn it around. But what Tottenham fans are more upset about is the football that is being played. Early in the season, they used to play the same football, but they used to get results. Now the results are not coming, and the football has not yet changed. It's fossil football, negative football, defensive football. And as a fan, if you are watching that week in, week out, you're obviously going to get frustrated. But we have to wait and see. Tottenham are not in the best of places. Nottingham Forest coming off a draw with Everton. But Nottingham Forest are, I think, the worst away team in the league. So I expect Tottenham to do the business at home as well. So I'm going for a Tottenham 2-0 win. But don't rule out Nottingham Forest. That guy, Brennan Johnson, is a very good striker. I really like him. I actually have him in my fantasy. So him scoring will not be the worst of things for me. But I still think Tottenham are going to win this one. Tottenham 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Crystal Palace versus Manchester City at Selhurst Park. It's never an easy place to go, especially for Manchester City. Crystal Palace in the past few seasons have been sort of their bogey team, but Patrick Vieira is coming under a lot of pressure. Crystal Palace, I know they've not won a game in this calendar year, but if they were to do something against Manchester City, I'm sure that will kickstart their second half of the season. But I really don't see it. Manchester City they're getting into their normal selves. They're coming to their own in these latter stages of the season. So I think they're still going to win. Manchester City 2, Crystal Palace 0. That's my prediction. Fulham versus Arsenal. This is going to be a tough away fixture for Arsenal, especially after drawing 2-2 with Sporting Lisbon. I think one criticism I'm going to have of Arsenal is that they've started to concede a lot of very good chances, and even in that game against Sporting Lisbon, they could have conceded more. Mind you, they also create very good chances of their own, but if they are going to kick on from here and go on and win the league competing with such a good side as Manchester City, we need to shut up we need to stop conceding goals. And not even, I know you can concede goals even if you are a good team, but you need to stop conceding those very good chances and clear-cut chances, because then you give the opposition a chance. Even though Arsenal are dominating most of the games, they're still conceding a couple of very good chances. And if you do that at Fulham, at Craven Cottage, they're going to punish you. That's just the type of team they are. Of course, they lost to Brentford, but that will not derail them. Of course, they are a newly promoted team, and to be in the position they are at the moment, you have to give props to Marco Silva, the manager. But I think Arsenal are going to win. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Arsenal win. I think Arsenal will do the business at 5 as well. Manchester United versus Southampton. Manchester United, of course, losing 7-0 at Anfield, but they bounced back really well, beating Real Betis at Old Trafford 4-1. Now, Manchester United, their home form is very good. They seem to win each and every game at home. What they really need to improve on is their away form. The away form, I think the only team that they've beaten away in the top 10 is Fulham. And if you are a team that's going to be fighting for top 4, you need to improve on that and quickly as well. But being at home, Southampton as well, second from bottom, I think they're going to win this one easily as well. I'm going to go Manchester United 3, Southampton 0. Let me go through the other games as well. We have Everton versus Brentford. It's going to be a tough game, especially for Everton, because they need results and they need them bad. They have played a game extra, but still they're not out of it. Of course, they're not in the relegation zone, but they're just above it. So they need points badly, and Brentford are a very good side. They've proved it over and over again. Their home form especially is very good, but even being away, they can do something. Sean Dyche has to come up with a plan to beat Thomas Frank, and I don't really think he'll be able to do it. I'm going to go for a Brentford win, although Everton seem to be really strong at home, but I think Brentford are going to win this one. Brentford 2-0. Leeds versus Brighton. Brighton just beat West Ham 4-0, and De Zerbi, I cannot give him enough credit for what he has done and the players that he's using, converting Solly March from a fullback into a winger, and he's doing the business. He's doing what he has to do. He's scoring goals, assisting, influencing the play, and I cannot give De Zerbi enough credit. But Leeds are struggling. Leeds are in the relegation zone. Even after appointing the new manager, they've won one and lost one, but they really need the points being at home as well. But I really don't see Leeds winning this one. I'm going to go Brighton for a 2-0 win. West Ham versus Aston Villa. West Ham coming off a 4-0 defeat. Aston Villa are in a very good run of form. I think they've won 3 in a row since losing to Arsenal. And Unai Emery is doing a very good job as well. West Ham versus Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa might get the better of West Ham, but it's still a very hard game to call. But I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1. Newcastle versus Wolves. Newcastle are finding it really hard to win games. Wolves, of course, beat Tottenham, but yeah, at St. James Park, I don't really expect Wolves to win, but I think they can get something out of the game. I'm going for a Newcastle win, Newcastle 1-0. Yeah, so that's the games from the Premier League in Game Week 27. And if you like the content, like, share, comment, subscribe if you are new, and see you in the next video.